our electronics YouTube channel. So in the previous video, we have already completed first concept of module 5, that is structures. Now the second concept is arrays of structure. In this video, we are going to learn about arrays of structures in C. As this contains the lengthy program, I'm included means I'm displaying the textbook copies and I'm teaching this concept. Okay, I hope you enjoy this video. So before we start the actual concept, make sure you have your notebook and pen ready. Take down the points as we go along. These notes will really help you during your exams. Right? So far, we know that a structure is used to group different types of data under one name. Array of structures allow us to store multiple records of same type, such as student details, employee records, and address information. Now, first let us understand what is this an array of structures. Structures are often arrayed. To declare an array of structures, you must first define a structure and then declare an array variable of that type. Here is an example. To declare an element array of structures, to type ADDR. What we have to means which statement we have to use? This one. Here, this struct is a keyword and ADDR, address list, and size of array. What does this statement do? Now, this creates 100 sets of variables that are organized as defined in the structure ADDR. Now you have seen the declaration part. Now how to access a specific structure now? For that we have to use this statement means to display. Here is an example. To print the zip code of structure of 3 write means this statement we are going to write. Here you can observe LUEDDR list of 2 zip. You can observe here, see a zip code of structure 3 they have given. But what we have done, we have used address list 2 over here. You can observe, please be careful. Here I have mentioned 2. Why? Because always the indexing starts with 0. So I have included 2 over here instead of 3. Here 3. 3 will become right 0, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Right? So to print the zip code of structure 3, I have to write 2 over here. Means indexing. That's what they have given here. Like all array variables, arrays of structure begin indexing at 0 only. Now to access an element or else to assign a value to an element or an array. During that time, what we have to do here, when you want to refer the same thing they had given here, now the here there is a statement where x assigns x to the first character of name in the third structure of address list. See here, name first 0 means this is considered as 1. This is first character of name and third structure of address list. Here 2 they have mentioned means it has included 0, 1, 2. Okay, for this the x value is assigned. Now here is an example program which is very lengthy. I will divide into pieces, then I will show the whole program. Right? The mailing list example. Now here what this program is doing, here in this program we create a simple mailing list application. Here we store the address details like name, street, city, state, and zip code. All this information is stored using an array of structures. Now let us see how we are going to do that. Now, so you can see this program. Like I have mentioned what all we are considering now. Here, each element of address list represent one address record. Here, zip code is stored as an integer just to demonstrate a numeric structure member. It just it is used only to represent a numeric structure member. Fine, this is the data types. As I said, this are all the members, and this is a structure tag, and this is a variable. Structure variables that address list maximum. Here you can see the array of structures. The same thing they have given here. Then the first function needed for the program is main function. Right? Every program starts with main function itself. Here the program runs in an infinite loop and repeatedly. It runs in an infinite loop. You can see here double semicolons, right? What it does, it displays a menu first and takes the user choice. Means the user have to enter, okay, which you want to perform the task. Then it calls the corresponding function. This is what it is taking place here. As the user want to give the input, here we are using switch statement, switch choice. Based on the user input, if we press 1, it goes to enter function. If we press 2, then it goes to delete function, means it calls delete function. If 3, then it goes to list. If 4, then it exists. Means based on the user input, it calls the corresponding function. This is a main function. Now, the next one is initializing the structure array. This is initializing the structure array program. Now, what does this do? Now, this function prepares the array for use. If the name field is empty, the program assumes the record is unused. This is function of this program. Okay, now the next one is menu selection function. Here, this function displays the menu options, like reads user input and converts into an integer and returns the selected option. Right? This same itself they have given here in statement. Like by showing a program, I am explaining the things. Fine. Here a menu option. Here printf. One is enter a name, delete a name, list the file, and wait. Here the use enter its own choice, right? And the next function is their function. Here, it prompts the user for input and stores the information in the next free structure. If the array is full, the message is least full is displayed and find free searches the structure array for an unused element. Here, input address into the list. If the structure means if the array is full, then it displays as least full. Fine. The same statements they have given here. Input address, find an unused structure. The second statement, find free searches the structure array for an unused element. This is that function is done by this part of program. Here notice find free returns. Here -1. If every structure array variable is in use, this is a safe number because there cannot be a -1 element in an array. Okay, there cannot be a -1, right? How it can be -1? So, be an array. And the next function is delete function. Here, it asks the user to specify index of the address that needs to be deleted. The function then puts the null character in the first character position of the name field. Means it puts a null character. First, the user have to enter, means index, means which from which index he has to delete the content. After this, the process takes place. This is the delete function. Here, the final function needed by the program is list, which prints the entire mailing list on the screen. Here now, in the previous slide and all, we have seen this is delete function, and here a new structure, free structure, and we have checked whether the array is full or what, the list is full or what, and we have included the menu selection also, right? And the main function also. Now this is like a part of programs. Then after this, the main function is now is display the things. Here I was right. I want to display, means I want to print after performing all the tasks or functions that it may be a list, menu, that delete operation, whatever it may be. After all, that the main thing is list. Here it prints the entire mailing list on the screen. Here C does not define a standard function that sends output to the printer because of the wide variation among computing environments. However, all C compilers provide some means to accomplish this. Now, you might want to add printing capabilities to the main English program on your own. Here, this is a program. You can what? You can neglect the statements because it is not necessary. The main thing is the list function is used to display the entire mail list on the screen. Here, we are going to see the dot operator is used to display the things. In the previous video only we have shown how to use or print the structures, right, using a dot operator. Now, this all about the like parts of the program. Now, these things only have included and made it a one-stretch program. See here, the complete mailing list program is shown next. If you have any remaining doubts, means if you still have doubts, means how it is programmed, means how it the output will comes, then please copy this program and run in your compiler. Means you can run Visual Studio Code. There are many platforms. If not, you can run in an online compiler also. It is free of cost, like program in C, like online compilers, that is free. You will get in that program, you copy this program and paste over there and run. You will get the idea how the program is done. See here, the structure declaration part, what I have explained, like part by part, they have included in one thing. Like these are the declarations, the main function, the user choice. Here it is a initializing, and here got a menu selection, that is enter, delete, and this is input addressing to the list, the same functions, and find an unused structure. If unused is there, no slots are free to display that we use this. And if you want to delete an address, this part and display. The last part is the list. Display function is this one. Okay, display functions, this one. This is all about today's concept, that is arrays of structure. First we saw arrays of structure definition and how to declare and print, and we saw how to use in a program by mailing program example. And this is a programming example. I've explained part by part, then this is a whole thing. Like I have scrolled, you can refer textbook also. If you are eager or interested how it is came the output and all, please copy this program and paste it in an online compiler. It is free only, like Program Easy, Gigs for Release. You'll get so many online compilers free. You can run over there and check the output, learn from it. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any doubts, drop it in a comment section. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Explore Electronics YouTube channels. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.